My Geeky Life.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to My Geeky Life. I'm Adam, and yeah, this is the random buy as promised in the preview. I bought it a few weeks ago, mainly 4th edition packs in there and some older vintage sets. But yeah, let's see what we've got. Before we start, I just wanted to highlight this very beautiful player mat I picked up on Card Market. I'm not even sure if this is part of a card, artwork for a card, or specific artwork for Kaladesh. I thought it was a Ventus Fair, but I've had a look at the card work, it's different, so but just thought it was very beautiful backdrop to have. And yeah, let's have a look at some of the cards we picked up in the lot a few weeks ago. I wasn't sure what, it didn't show a lot that was in. I've separated out the money cards, but let's have a look what we've got. So in the lot we got quite a few cards, probably about several hundred cards, from anything from Macadian Mask, as you see, many different Nemesis, many different types. I didn't actually go through the amount that some of these cards are, but I did pull out some of the more exciting cards, so I'm not sure if any of these cards here are worth anything, but I'll pop it up on the screen if they are. So got some Macadian Masks alternative land cycle. I don't think they'll be that expensive because they look quite expensive and they come into play tapped, but the artwork on the actual cards is very beautiful. Seal of Strength, these are cards, this is where I started my Magic, was around the time of Nemesis, so I had all these cards in my collection before, but I gave them away. So even like cards like this, which aren't particularly strong, I'm really happy to have these back again. So it was a really nice lot to pick up. Spur Grappler. Some sort of weird goblin pig thing going on there. Fault Riders. Yeah, there's quite a lot to go through in this lot. So I'll just go through them. I have like about 6 copies of this card. I used to use it a lot in decks. You could bring it in immediately because it hasn't got like a tap thing to sack it. You could destroy like 3 artifacts off the bat. I think I've got a foil of this card as well. But some of this old artwork is pretty nice. Accumulate Knowledge, I don't think that's worth much. Now this card I was very happy to get. It's a very good card for a beatdown deck. It's a 1 for a 2/3. It's a 1 drop for a 2/3. It has got fading on it, so eventually it will disappear, but at the beginning of the game, to keep your opponents back, if you have like a playset of this in, so you at least get maybe one in the first hand, it's a good card to bring out. It's a beast as well, so if you've got beast affinity, that will obviously help with that as well. That was one of my favourite green cards. Ensnare. You may return two items you control to your hand instead of paying Ensnare's mana cost. Tap all creatures. See, that seems to be quite good because it's not got necessarily a paying mana cost to pay, so it's for 2, but you tap all creatures. So, but I don't think it's worth anything. Another one of these Ridgebacks, Tuner's Orders, Wall of Vapors. If anything on here is worth anything, I'll pop it up on the screen, but I think I pulled out most of the expensive cards, and I'll pop those. I'll do those at the end of this, this reveal. This is a card I've not seen before. Sacrifice Mind Barrier, destroy target attacking creature. Might be good for a soldier deck. Some of this old artwork is amazing, even for the boring cards, you know. Minotaurs. Yeah, some type. I think it was Rudy or someone said, you know, when they release a actual good Minotaur commander, the didgeridoo might come into play, might go up in price. But I think Minotaurs, there's a few good cards with Minotaurs. Forced Demise, this is a card I don't really know. Looks like a guy, someone has, he's under the water. He looks like he's drowned, but seems to be quite happy. Enchant a creature, put into a graveyard, return that creature to play under your control. Okay, that's quite handy for getting a creature back. Blastoderm. Some sort of bubble dog. Can't be the target of spells or abilities. See, that's quite cheap. It's a 4-drop for a 5/5, and it's got hexproof. Got a million of those. There you go, another one of the seals. I really like these cards. You can kind of put them out, and you kind of put them out and they're on the table, and you can stack them at any time. People can't really get rid of it once it's down, unless they want to get rid of it straight away. And then you kind of have them there as a sort of you know, corner bluff for the players, so it's always there as a threat. And once it's down, I think Seal of Doom is the most powerful one. That's the destroy non-black creature. But some of these, yeah, they can be a bit annoying once you get them onto the table. Plus, if you have an enchantment affinity deck, you know, it also adds to that. So, oh, beautiful art here from Terlizzi. Add 1 green mana to your mana pool. So it's just a wall with a kind of Llanowar Elves effect, but I really like that artwork. Beautiful. Some of these old artifacts aren't too good in game. Kind of got like a Simbad-y looking artwork here. Creatures can't attack unless their controller plays X. Okay, not too great. Another one of my favourites, or whole play set of those. That makes me happy. I'll stick those in my beast deck. Very underappreciated card that. It's very good for you know, getting that sort of beat down out at the beginning of the game, to keep your opponents back until you've got your big beasties out. That's the first stack. Got another stack here of the non-4th edition cards. Oh. Doesn't want to seem to focus. Witch Stitch Zombies. Good for a zombie deck. Ah, here we go. Ristic Cave. This was one I'm not sure if it's worth a little bit, this one, but I have a foil of this. Add 1 mana of any colour to your mana pool unless any player plays 1. Not the strongest card, but still the artwork is spectacular on it. some of these old land artworks are amazing, so I've got a collection of those going. Just some red cards, nothing really special I don't think. Someone can let me know if you see anything. Ristic Lightning, that might be worth something. I'll pop it up on the screen if it is. Some of these. Inflame. Cheap way of doing some extra damage. There's our little pig goblin. Okay, out of focus here. Vintera Snapper can't be the target of spells or abilities as long as you have no untapped lands. That's not particularly good. Leaves you a bit open. Marsh Boa. Oh, some beautiful artwork by Rebecca Guy. Destroy enchantments you don't control, then if you control untapped land, destroy enchantments you do control. So it comes with quite a bit of an ask on that one, leaves you a little bit open with the untapped land. Seal of Cleansing, another one of the seals. This is a destroy artifact or enchantment. Ristic Siphon. That's the final seal, the Seal of Doom. So you get those down, get a couple of them down on the table, and yeah, it can be quite scary for the opponent. Got some cards I haven't seen here. Destroy target land, its controller pays 2 life. Don't think that's anything particularly good. Some really interesting artwork on these Mercadia Mask lands. They are kind of like Art Deco kind of swamp going on, so very interesting. Terry Springer, not seen his name too much in the on Magic cards. So I've got quite a lot of these Mercadian Mask lands. I think they were filler lands for some of the deck boxes that came with the, you know, I'm not sure if they were the lands that came with these old box sets that we got with it. I think that's where some of the cards came from. Nakaya Shade, is that focusing? Sorry about this guys, just having a few technical issues. This is my first video using this camera, so having a little bit of a problem with the focusing. So back to this set of random editions, non 4th edition ones. Just going to quickly whip through these. If there's anything that is worth anything, I'll pop it up on the screen. I'll just pull out anything that looks good. These things are annoying. I don't like this sort of artwork for some reason, but they seem to be everywhere. Whenever you pick up a random lot, they always use a couple of those in there. So Ribcage Spiders. I'm surprised no one's really focuses on a spider deck, because there's quite a lot of different types of spiders now. Just a basic boost card. Mystic Deluge, attack target creature unless its controller plays 1. Okay, interesting enchantment. Some nice artwork on this one. Some sort of huge rat, grass rat with some goblins attacking it. Target creature gets +1/+1 until the end of turn. That creature gets an additional +4/+4 until end of turn unless the player plays 2. So that's quite a big boosty if someone's already tapped out. Some blue cards. Endbringer's Revel. Return target creature card from a graveyard to its owner's hand. Any player may play this ability, but only any time he or she could play a sorcery. So I think a lot of prophecy cards was all to do with sharing abilities on a card with the opponent, or opponent being able to pay money to stop abilities. So kind of brought a different dynamic to the game, like this one here. Return target creature card to its owner's hand. Return another target creature card to its owner's hand unless the controller plays 1. So kind of prophecy seems to be all about trying to get your opponent to be tapped out on a turn, so you can make the most of these boost effects. So is unblockable unless as long as the defending player controls an untapped land. So yeah, interesting dynamic there. It's kind of, they're wanting you to get all your lands tapped really. A lot of these are from Prophecy. Nice bit of Teresa Nielsen art here. Troubled Healer. Beautiful style. Which is worse, nothing to defend or no one to defend it? It's a bit of a philosophical question there. Aura Fracture, again Rebecca Guy. Very beautiful artwork. Seen a few of these cards before. Kind of like the artwork on this card. It's very evocative. The green. If I can get it to focus. Come on. Agent of Shaku. Sacrifice a land. Not the best. For leaving yourself a bit short. There's another one, sacrifice the land, search your library for a mercenary card of converted to mana cost. Yeah, mercenaries are a big deal back in the day, and there was quite a lot of ways to search for them, quite a lot of cards that allowed you to search for them. So not sure any of them were particularly strong, because but maybe if you're playing just prophecy block, it might be useful. Peat Bog comes in play tapped. Remove a depletion counter from Peat Bog, add 2 black mana to your mana pool. There's no depletion counters. Yeah, quite a long way around to getting 4 black mana, and then you lose the land, so not the best. Oh, this is nice. Rain of Tears. Destroy target land. I'm not sure how much destroy land black gets, but that's a beautiful artwork there. Kind of Rain of Tar more like than Tears. Seem to get this card in everyone. Ah, here we go. One of the things that I really want to do is build up a collection of Dark Ritual cards, because there seems to be different artwork for every set, and they all tend to be really nice. That's the focus. So I particularly like this artwork for Mercadian Masks, Stark Ritual, Rebecca Guy again, and yeah, just very evocative colours in the cloud at the background, the eye, the three little monks doing their little ritual, and obviously evoking some powers. And the favourite text is, "Eye of Twilight, give us sight. Take our offer, give us might. Make our power tears of night." Yeah, nice, very beautiful card. Very happy to get that one. Oh, there's another one. Steel Strength, and another Despoil. So let's have a look at some of the 4th edition cards, and then we'll move on to the highlights of the lot.